Right now I have Jeff Fraser on today, and he is with Independent Seniors. And we do know that our area has a high preponderance of people who have retired. And so there's many needs in the area, and Jeff is trying to fill some of them, right?
We are.
Tell us
indeed.
about it.
Sure. Well, basically, the concept was born in my native Toronto 30 years ago.
You're Canadian.
I am a dual citizen, yes.
Well,
but
thank you for joining us.
I am a Canadian, yes. A friend of mine, Peter Cook, had an aging mother who was 86 at the time. She had lost her husband, and she didn't want to go into an assisted living facility. She didn't want to go into
People want to stay in their own homes.
They want to stay in their own homes for as long as possible, you know it.
Mm-hmm.
She begged Peter to come up with an idea for her. So he actually was the one that came up with this original concept. So, being the good Canadian American that I am, I basically borrowed the idea from him and brought it here. And so basically what it is, in a nutshell, is non-medical in-home care and companionship service.
And this means non-medical pretty much means that you'll help with shopping or cleaning or getting them to the doctors, or even though they're going to a medical treatment, you're just doing the transport.
Right, exactly. Okay. All of the above.
Okay.
The main thing is, Ann, we are a companionship service. If you were to do a poll of seniors out there now, particularly ones that are alone, widows or widowers, they're lonely. When you've had a life partner for 50 years and all of a sudden you find yourself alone.
Yeah, you're alone.
Your children are far away, and I had a personal experience with that with my grandmother. The days are very long. And so just having someone, even someone to eat with, someone to share a story with, do a puzzle, do a craft, go to the store with. We take that companionship for granted.
It's a connection.
Very much so. So that's the baseline of the business, and then obviously the services build from there, as you mentioned.
Now, we just had the Music Company Orchestra on,
right,
for instance, and those events are free. Would a companion take them to something like that? Was that something that they could do?
Oh, absolutely, sure. One of the biggest things I encourage my clients, the ones receiving care, the senior, and my junior seniors when providing care, is to get out of the house. A lot of times the senior will actually find themselves trapped in that house.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
And then they get to enjoy it, actually, or they just,
they don't
it becomes
want to leave.
No.
They almost become agoraphobic.
They do. So we try and do as much outside as possible.
So these free events are really...
This would be a great thing. We're going to make sure that my caregivers actually know about the concert, because that would be a great thing for them to do, and you can't beat the price, obviously. No. But it's funny, when we were doing the research for this company, my wife Tracy and I own it. One of the things that stuck in my craw was that for a number of years, and you've seen it as I have, grocery stores have tried to do home delivery. And a lot of the basis of their research was that people that were, I don't like the term, shut-ins or seniors, it would be a great service for them. And with my background in working with seniors over the years, they were completely wrong. Because an excursion to something like a grocery store is a great social experience. Mm-hmm. And we still, as humans, need that. We need that touching.
You're absolutely right.
That's why we buy a car at a car dealership still. Mm-hmm. We don't buy it on the internet, per se. Mm-hmm. Why'd you buy the car?
I don't buy anything on the internet. It's like, I want to see it, I want to feel it, I
absolutely.
want to know.
Sure. Well, there's a happy medium there, by the way. You can do both.
I did buy a couple things.
All right. I'm sure you did. I can't believe you didn't buy anything. Anyway, it's a great service. It's not. It isn't work per se. To me, it's an honor to be serving. A little twist on our business: our junior seniors or caregivers are all over the age of 50.
Oh, really? Okay.
And the last time I checked, I don't know of many companies that are looking for people over 50.
Now, do these people get paid, or is this all volunteer?
They get paid.
Oh, they do get paid.
Yeah,
are you looking for volunteers? I mean, not volunteers, but paid juniors?
We are always looking for junior seniors, just like we're always looking for seniors.
Okay.
Reason being that I will actually do, in a very small way, a match like a Match.com would do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I'll do metrics and cross personalities.
Yeah.
So that what happens is, 99% of the time, the caregiver and the care receiver become great friends.
And it now is a new relationship that
Precisely.
They didn't have before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And on that note, we do not wear logoed attire. We don't wear badges. We don't carry around a big bag with my Independent Seniors logo as much as I would like that. And we do that.
No, you try and do it as a friendship
Absolutely.
rather than anything else.
It's dignity.
Yeah, yeah,
so,
exactly.
You know, and the seniors appreciate it. The benefits are fantastic.
Well, how does the funding work? Does the person who is receiving care, they pay as you go?
Right, it's private pay by the hour.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
But that's essential. They need that.
It is. Well, the thing is, if you compare the cost to their other options, and their other options are
going into an assisted living.
Right.
Talk $5,000. I don't know what it is, but I'm guessing $5,000, $6,000 a month.
You're close.
Yeah.
You're close. It's around $6,500 a month.
Yeah, yeah.
Semi-private nursing, which is obviously a concrete room with a screen in between the two beds, is $130
a year.
Yeah, and it would be very, very hard for us to get up to around $25 to provide a week's-long care.
See, so it's really important if you can stay in your home and maybe have the family help a little if they're available, but also have a third party come in that maybe the patient would feel better being able to talk to somebody about, you know, what happened when they were 18 years old that their family is pretty much tired of hearing maybe. And so this is really great.
Absolutely.
Well, they've got a new audience.
They do. Yes, that's right. And life experiences are obviously very similar. If a 55-year-old is looking after a 75-year-old, they've got things in common.
Yeah.
They both might have grandkids,
right,
or they worked in similar jobs or professions. The final thing is that the great thing with my caregivers is every one of them has had a personal experience with a loved one, their mom, their dad, an aunt and uncle, and so they actually are not even looking at this as a paycheck as much as paying forward.
What we do is we did put up your website, so if anyone wants to get a hold of you, they can, to be either receive or to give service, whichever